this all comes as the president is facing increased scrutiny over his administration's actions up in the Twin Cities. Tensions continue to rise as thousands protest after the shootings of Renee Good and Alex Preddy. ABC News has confirmed Border Patrol Commander-at-Large Greg Bovino is now being reassigned out of Minneapolis, and instead, Border Czar Tom Homan will now take over Minnesota operations. Trump also said that he had a good call with Governor Tim Walz on diffusing the situation.
Secretary Noem said Alex Preddy committed an act of domestic terrorism. Stephen Miller labeled Preddy a domestic terrorist. Does the president agree with them?
Look, as I've said, I have not heard the president characterize Mr. Preddy in that way. However, I have heard the president say he wants to let the facts in the investigation lead itself.
Trump has even started getting pushback from members of his own party. At least 29 congressional Republicans are demanding an investigation into ISIS actions in the Twin Cities, and they're saying that this situation has gone too far. Also, a partial shutdown of the federal government could be on the horizon after this situation in Minneapolis. Sentiment is growing among lawmakers to reject a bill to fund the Department of Homeland Security. Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer says Democrats will not give the measure the 60 votes it needs to pass in its current form, and that could lead to multiple departments also shutting down. And our state's congressional leaders also now calling for investigations. Republican Marionette Miller Meeks says in part, quote, local officials should prioritize cooperation over interference, working with the administration to ensure the safety of both the public and federal agents. Meanwhile, Representative Zach Nunn says in part, quote, I've called on ICE supervisors to brief me on the strategy ahead for agents' rules of engagement to serve and protect our communities. And over in Davenport, hundreds of people gathered to protest ICE and call for justice for Renee Good and Alex Preddy. Organizers said that they were impressed with the turnout given the temperatures were below zero. One protester said it's important to continue recording and telling these stories.
How can we challenge power peacefully? I think this is one example, but I think we can do it by educating ourselves and each other. I think we can do it by just helping one another.